a sports fan, I'm sorry, but hopefully you will still find this video just as relaxing. Thank you guys so much for being here, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already, and hit the like button before you get all laid back and comfortable. If you fall asleep to this video, that is totally okay. I hope that you guys enjoy, and let's just go ahead and dive right into these games. So, first we have All-Star Baseball 2005. All-Star Baseball 2005. Featuring Derek Jeter on the front. You probably just heard my stomach growl. So, let's see. I guess this used to be a $15 game wherever it was before. This is Hitman, Sims, Manhunt. I don't think any of those actually are for this game. That's really weird. But it says there's an all-new Fielder Cam. Exclusive new Fielder Cam and Broadcast Cam lets you see the game the way the players do on the field and close up. Online head-to-head play plus downloadable rosters. Completely upgraded gameplay, including easier analog-controlled batting and sharper, brighter graphics. Deepest franchise mode available includes spring training, expansion mode, create a team, and random season schedules. Play-by-play by Thom, is that his name? Thom Brenneman and Steve Lyons. I'm sorry to those two individuals if I said your name incorrectly. Exclusive This Week in Baseball challenge lets you relive highlights from the 2003 Major League Baseball season. And there is a commentator in Spanish for those who need it. So, this is All-Star Baseball 2005. So we're going to go ahead and get a couple sounds from this game. So let's try to quietly open this up. I do love that this game is in a Blockbuster like case, and the disc is in here. So it looks like the art on the cover. I was hoping there would be a gaming booklet that we could go through, but that's okay. Hope that was not too loud for you guys. But register. We can try to win this prize. Surely they haven't picked the winner yet. Just get a couple tapping sounds on the paper booklet. If any of you are hockey fans, which hockey team is your favorite to watch? There we go. Gonna close this back up. I'm sorry if this is super loud. There we go. So, the second game was ESPN NHL 2K5. Now, we're just gonna go down the sports ladder here. And for PlayStation 2 as well, we have Madden 2001 with John Madden on the front right here. Madden 2001. That is crazy. Gosh, the graphics for this compared to the Madden games now, this is absolutely wild. Compete in the only game that matters. Real NFL player models, accurate player sizes and accessories down to eye black and turf tape. Real NFL emotion, authentic facial expressions. See the intensity in a blitzing linebacker's eyes. Real NFL moves. Physics-based animations calculated from speed, mass, and hit location. Real NFL coaches with signature playbooks and play designs. Coaches work the sidelines and the officials. That's true. Old school teams and players. Over 200 of the NFL's greatest players in old school teams and throwback uniforms. I couldn't imagine who their old school teams were in 2001, because they would be considered our old school teams if we were playing this game today. Madden cards. Win, trade, and risk in-game Madden cards to unlock hidden players, stadiums, and power-ups. This is crazy. I love how it says authentic facial expressions when the graphics for the faces is just like so minimal. So let's see if we have a booklet in here as well. Sorry, I know that is probably so loud. The disc looks different than I thought that it would look. Let's see. Oh. So these are just all different. This is a product catalog, which is different than a game guide. So let's see. Whoa. This is crazy. NBA Live, which, no, we didn't have that one. NHL 2001. Knockout Kings. Oh my gosh. Is that Floyd Mayweather right there? Oh my gosh. Probably not. Would they put their first name on their belt or their last name? I don't know. FIFA 2001. NASCAR 2001. Gosh, my stomach is so loud. I'm so sorry. F1 Championship Season 2000. Oh my. What? PGA Tiger Woods. James Bond, The World Is Not Enough 007. And then what else do we have? Roller Coaster, X Squad, Kessin. was younger, like that he had when I was growing up, was I think it was a Suzuki Hayabusa, and so I don't know if that's why I was interested in like actually playing the game, because I mean that's what his, like, he had the motorcycles and he had the bikes. He sold it as I was getting a little bit older. One of his buddies got into a fatal motorcycle accident, and he was like, I don't want that to be me. I don't want, to not be here to raise my daughter. So he sold his motorcycles, and so, I mean, I'm grateful. I feel like he put our family before himself, and that was a really, really cool thing to do. So the pictures of the bike are cool. I have a lot when I was little, like leaning against it, but I'd rather have my dad than the bike, so but yeah, this looks like it would be really fun, and I know it says that it's super challenging, but I want to know how challenging it actually was, because I know there's games that are out right now that are just so difficult, and there's such like a learning curve to figure out the controls, and I want to know like if this is super easy, or if even for its time it was like, no, this is a really difficult game. So I've never seen this before. Again, if you've played it, please let me know in the comments if you thought it was difficult, and if it is something to try to figure out a way to play. It looks like a really, really cool game, so I'm gonna try to open this up a little. This one's really stuck, so I'm so sorry. If that is ear piercing, I'm sorry. So we have the little motorcycle, and it is a game guide, so it's going to tell you all of the controls and everything. It feels like very matte, like it's not really glossy paper, it's really matte. So I don't know if that's just due to age, or if that's what they were going for, but try to close that up. I know you can see Shaq just peeking up here. So now that was our last PlayStation 2 game, and the fourth game in our stack. So now for the final game, we have for original Xbox, NBA Inside Drive 2004, with Shaq staring into our soul on the cover here. So live online is enabled. So let's see. Again, these graphics are just absolutely insane. Discover a new level of competition on the court and on Xbox Live. Score real bragging rights, play a game with friends, or challenge the world at xsnsports.com. Track stats, check scores, and rankings to see if you're number one. Play like a pro. Take on the NBA's top players with intense juke and defensive controls, or be like Shaq and dominate the low post. Intense on-court action. Enhanced drive cam, improved graphics, and Dolby Digital 5.1 surround put you in the heart of hardcore NBA action. So this is for 1 to 4 players. 1 to 4 players. So let's see. I'm trying to see if I can see anybody else. I don't even think their last names are on the jerseys. It's just you see their face and you either know them or you don't. Is that Dirk? I feel like that's Dirk. Do you guys see? I feel like that's Dirk, but I don't know for sure though. I can't tell. Like, I can't figure out who these people are. But then, like, who some players. Oh my gosh, I know who that is. And Jeremy Lin. Is it Jeremy Lin? The controller. Since I didn't have an original Xbox, this is just like, what? All these extra buttons, which I guess those buttons are normally up here. Like my husband's Xbox controller is right here. We can compare. We can compare the two right here. The difference. The difference in these is crazy. So you have your normal buttons, then you have two extra buttons on each side. I feel like that controller has to be ginormous, and my small hands would not be able to do that at all. Let's see. Yeah, there's Dirk. Okay, maybe I wasn't losing my mind. Oh, there's a Memphis player. Does it say Memphis? It does. Don't know who that is, though. This is crazy. It's like opening a time capsule. This video is a time capsule for all of us who are over the age of 25, which I'm only 27, so well, I'll be 27 next month, but I consider myself an old soul. So we have these 5 games that I thrifted from the $2 bin. I hope that you guys enjoyed looking at all of them, and I hope that some of you have played these games, because I want to know what your honest opinions on these were. I tried to give some variety, so we fit just about every sport, every major sport. There was no soccer